Hello and welcome back to another episode. Yesterday, I came across something really quite unexpected. Something I haven't laid eyes on for at least a decade. And it's really kind of weird, actually, to be old enough now to not see something for 10 years and then have that not be when I was a teenager or when I was a kid. I'm going to park that odd sensation of getting older just for a moment. And yeah, I think it's been about 10 years since I've held this, since I've seen it. And all of this is part of an ongoing project and process that I'm currently working through. This year, I'm going through the things that I decided to keep and bring home from the family home in North Wales, following my mum's untimely death last year. And I know exactly where this was last time I saw it, even though I'd forgotten about it. This was in my top drawer, in my desk drawer, in my room, and then that desk was claimed by my mum after I moved out, and she used it for art and writing and stuff. And she must have recognised this for what it was, and she kept it as well. But this was my dad's wallet, basically. In fact, this was his final wallet. This was his last wallet, because unfortunately he passed away when I was 5. Now, if this is the first video of mine that you're seeing, I'm sitting here in black talking about death, and don't worry, this is not a morbid video, or at least it shouldn't be. It's just the story of my life, c'est la vie, as it were. So don't worry, I'm not going down too dark a path. But this was his last wallet, and anything that was his, because he died when I was 5, anything that was his kind of became special, a little memento of Dad. And right down to the smell of it, I remember this thing very well, because I kind of claimed it when I was quite young. This sort of became just mine, and by the time I was a teenager, I was using this to keep things that I thought were important in. Mementos of my own, I suppose, were being kept in this memento, and I kept on using it up until about 10 years ago. So I'm not quite sure exactly what's in here, but I figured it might be fun to see what 10 years younger version of me thought was worthwhile keeping, and what might be a memento for me in the future. Let's take a look. So pop open the wallet, and first of all we have another wallet. This actually was my student rail card pass. So certainly back when I became a student, you were allowed to apply for a rail card pass from British Rail, and it wouldn't give you, oh, it's empty, that's a shame, it's empty. It wouldn't give you free rail travel, but it'd give you a discount on rail travel. So clearly, I figured that was worthwhile keeping. I'm a little memento of me as a discount-worthy, travelled student type person. There you go. Interesting. Next we have, and this is kind of cool actually, we have my lunch card from high school. It's kind of like a debit card. You'd put, well, it's probably your parents actually would put some money on here, so you weren't just running around with cash in your pocket, and you could reclaim that money, that balance, in the form of food at lunchtime, or snacks from break time, this kind of thing, from the vending machines and from the tuck shop. This is kind of cool actually. If found, please return. This is my old high school address, just there. Not bad. And fun fact actually, I was involved in designing that version of our high school logo. In fact, I think that might actually be my design. I know that me and another guy called Peter, we were sort of joint finalists, but I'm pretty sure that's my design. If not, it's mostly mine, and it was slightly modified. That's kind of cool. Yeah, okay, so high school tuck card. Now this stuff the rest of this stuff must be stuff that I've just had in my wallet and didn't want to throw away. Next we have the York card. This is a library card from when I was living and working in York. So this would be what, 2008 maybe, and this card gets you into a couple of museums for free, gives you a discount I think at swimming pools perhaps, and also acts as your library card. Yeah. By signing your card, you agree to abide by the terms and conditions of the service. Your card discount rates may vary. Additional proof of identity may be requested. And there you go. And you can see that because that's no longer my signature, so I don't mind putting that out there. Yeah, okay, York card. I can see why I kept that. I have no idea why the heck I kept this. This is a card for Iceland. It's a supermarket. Here in the UK, this must have just been in my wallet when I was living in York, and I just didn't want to throw it away. That must be why I kept that, surely, because that's not a keepsake. Oh, Durham County Council library card. So this is when, after I graduated from uni, I lived in Durham for a while before I lived in York. Kept that library card, and yeah, you can see that on the back because, again, it no longer applies to me. If found, please return to any Durham County Council library. This card must be produced when items are borrowed or renewed. You are responsible for all items borrowed. Please notify the library immediately if you lose your card or change your address. Renew online at durham.gov.uk/library online. Okay, cool. It's kind of nice actually. Yeah, be able to track where I've been living. That's keepsakey. Oh, my York Minster card. Basically like a pass that, if you're a local resident in York, it was, when I lived there at least, the case that that you could basically apply for one of these cards as a local resident and get free access to the York Minster. In fact, I think on the back it says, for use by the above person only, non-transferable, valid for entry to the main Minster only. So yeah, so it wouldn't get you into temporary exhibitions. The Dean and Chapter reserve the right to refuse entry and to retain this card. So, I don't know, maybe if you went in too often, they'd just be like, you're abusing your card, man. You're taking the mick. We claim it back. So again, it's not my signature. That card number doesn't mean anything. Don't try and get into York Minster on my identity. Okay, next we have a couple of again interesting things, again from my wallet presumably. Granger Games rewards card. So this would have been probably from when I was living in Durham, again post uni. I got a Granger Games rewards card. Granger Games being a local northeast based computer game shop, store, retailer that went out of business sadly not that long ago. That's kind of a nice memento of Granger Games actually. Although it wouldn't have been a memento at the time when I put it in here. It would have been something I could have used. And the same goes for this actually. This may still be active. Actually, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't let that, just in case, let the numbers show entirely. But there you go, my game reward card. That's pretty cool. I mean, there's probably no balance on it, who knows, and there's no signature on the back. So I'm not even sure if I activated it. Yeah, great mementos so far. But again, I think it's kind of cool. It sort of tracks something about my life in my late teens, early 20s. Game Station trade-in card. Bit of a theme here. More computer game store type malarkey happening. And actually this is special to me. This really is, because I used to work for Blockbuster, so around about this time I was working for Blockbuster, before uni, after high school for Blockbuster. And as a Blockbuster employee, for a while, you were entitled to, is it full or partial employee benefits at Game Station? I think they were owned by the same company. And so this would get me special discounts in Game Station. I think that's probably why I kept it. Or maybe it was just that my local Game Station knew that I worked for Blockbuster and gave me the staff discount. I don't know, I can't remember. But yeah, again, you see you're tracking something. A little bit of a story there. So those are the cards from inside the wallet. Next, let's look inside the pouch. Let's see what's going on in there. Oh, cool. Yes, this is a little medal that I won in high school for rugby. 5-a-side rugby. Not too shabby. I was very proud of this because on the day, our team, one of the members of the team suffered an injury. So for us, it was kind of 4.5 versus 5-a-side. Nice. Under 14s are up. Runner up. Oh, cool. So second. That's nice. I thought it was going to be a bronze medal, but no, second. 1999. Nice. And in 99 I would have been 14. So 14 and under 14s. 5-a-side rugby medal. That's a memento worth keeping, definitely. Is this another one here? No. Oh, cool. This is my dad's Blue Peter badge. Now, if you are from outside the UK, you may not know what a Blue Peter badge is, but Blue Peter is a children's TV show that's been running for decades, like since the 50s or 60s, and you can enter competitions and win a badge. And the badge is quite simple. It's a plastic badge with a little pin on the back. It's got the Blue Peter logo, the blue ship there. And what's really cool about these is that no matter how old the badge, and you can pass it on through your family, these get you into museums for free and get you into different places that for free. The Blue Peter badge is a real badge of honour, and my dad won one, and I remember, yeah, that's so cool. So cool. And yeah, it's a little plastic badge, and it's just a gorgeous little thing. Oh. So again, that's a nice memento. See, we're getting onto actual mementos now, not just empty wallet stuff. What's this? That's interesting. I don't know what that is. It's some sort of, well, it must have been my dad's, I think. But it's some sort of like lucky medallion type thing by the look of it. It's got 4 symbols there, I think, representing Scotland, England, Ireland, and Wales. So you've got the leek, the rose, the thistle, and the clover there. Get it back into focus again. Focused on you. So there you go. The 4 flowers. I'm not sure why the lamp though. Isn't that strange? It's like a genie lamp. And then on the back it says Telecoms 83-84. Now my dad used to be, obviously before he died by definition, he was a telecoms engineer. So did he get this? Was this like a work medal? Did he do well in work maybe? I wonder if anyone out there knows what this is. Telecoms 83-84. That's cool. Again, must have been his, and I just decided to keep it. That's cool. What else is in the memento pocket? I've got no idea why I've kept this. It's a pog. It's a single pog. I've got a whole box of pogs that I brought back from Wales. And this, on the back of this one, I've written tweet, because there's some sort of Aztec Mayan bird type thing on the front. But a pog. I tell you, the things you think are going to be important when you're a teenager. A pog. Okay, fair enough. Let's see anything else in here. A couple more cards in the sort of the money section. Oh no, that's one card. It's like a card inside a pouch. This is my Durham Union Society membership card. So in my first year at uni, this is what I looked like. I know what happened to me, eh? Well, a handsome young man, even though I didn't think I was. I bought a lifetime membership to the Union Society, and I was so cripplingly shy, I never went to a single debate while I was at uni. Such a shame. Then again, lifetime membership, if they recognise me by the photo, I could get in now and go and see debates from now on. Actually, yeah, why not? Why not? Why not make use of that now that I'm not so cripplingly shy? Another something else in Get Out. Oh, okay, yeah. No, this is okay. Well, I think this is something that my then girlfriend, slightly crazy girlfriend, gave me in high school. A get out of jail free card. This card can only be used once in any month. Valid for. So it's kind of amusing, but I think she gave me it as a kind of well, I think she thought she was in charge of our relationship. I think she was a bit crazy. Staying out late, forgetting birthdays around. Staying out late. She wasn't my wife. Forgetting birthdays, anniversaries, spending too much, saying something stupid. Yeah, that sounds like her. Getting drunk, behaving badly, inappropriate remarks, breaking something, political incorrectness. God, we need more of these days, don't we? Losing something, insulting the in-laws. Insulting the in-laws. Again, we weren't married. Farting in bed. Again, we weren't married. Definitely weren't regularly, maybe a couple of sleepovers, we slept in the same place. But leaving hair in the shower. Again, not married. Or any other similar bad behaviour. If you use this card more than once in a month, it will be confiscated and you won't get it back. God knows why I kept that. What else is in here? Oh, some playing cards of some sort. Oh, that's kind of cool. Is this? This is. I think this is from 1982. This is old. This is like a old transfers, like temporary tattoos. But for E.T. from 1982, going by the print. That's pretty cool. I wonder if they'd still work. It'd be a shame to use them now, wouldn't it? But I like that. Okay. Goodness, again, don't know why I kept them. Now these must have been in my dad's wallet when I got it, by definition. But well, actually, I suppose that might explain the telecoms medal. Why I have that? Maybe that was in here. Maybe the Blue Peter badge was as well, or maybe no. I think that was somewhere else, and I put it in. Anyway, these must have been because. It's a conversion table for old British money. So back when we got our current pound and pence system, you got old pence and shillings and things, and what they're worth in the new system. That's kind of cool. So this must have been like a day-to-day carry-round reminder. So this is what 5p looks like in the new system. I like that. Cool little reminder. Don't forget. Obviously, this is so funny for me because I've never known anything else. Don't forget, this is what 10p looks like. That's cool. What? Oh, 1 shilling. So that must have been an older card. So maybe the brown numbers were for this is the old shilling. Maybe you have to try and pair them up with what the new coins were worth. And then, in total, 25 pence. Don't let anyone dupe you out of 25 pence. This is what 25 pence looks like. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. It's a nice little sort of social memento of what it's like when your money changes on you. Although, interestingly, old £1 is worth 100 pennies in the new. So that's must have been the standard that they were measuring it up to. So the pound and the 100 pennies was the point of intersection when it was the same. But let's see, 25p is 5 shillings, 75p 15 shillings, I think. 5p ish. Oh, goodness knows. But yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, interesting. Definitely from my dad's wallet. And what? Anything else? So in the last money sort of folder bit, something I never thought I'd see this again. This is a pound note, a £1 note, and it has written on it December 81. Is it 81, 82, 81? Which I'm pretty sure is the date that maybe Dad and Mum met or something like that. I don't know. Or got married, or so it's before I was born, and it's something important for them. But I remember seeing this £1 note when I was before he died. Actually, I think he used to show it to me. Because the £1 note, I seem to recall, the £1 note went out of use the year I was born, but it kept on being used for a few years afterwards. So I was born in '84, and so I knew I'd seen £1 notes around, and I think when the £1 note was finally being scrapped, even though they stopped printing them, I think when I was born, he was sort of showing me this, and I remember having an argument with him. So he's like, "So this is not a pound anymore. This is no longer a pound." And then he'd show me a £1 coin instead, and I'd be like, "No, that is a pound. It's a pound. Look, it says, it's a pound." It's funny though. I don't actually remember. I don't remember him. I remember him doing it. I remember it in front of my face, but I don't remember hearing him say that. I just know that's what he was saying, if that makes any sense. Yeah, but I've spoken about this in the past. I've only got a couple of specific memories about my dad, where I actually remember him. But this, I remember him showing me this. If not him in the moment, if that makes any sense. Oh, that's incredible. These two are worth it. I mean, most of that was special to me when I was a teenager or whatever, but these two, I'm so happy that these two were kept. Also, it's kind of cool. It had Sir Isaac Newton on the back, with some interstellar mechanics being demonstrated on the banknote, and a significantly younger looking Queen as well, back in '81. So there we go. Cool. Well, there you go, guys. Looking through my dad's wallet, indeed. I don't know if this video will be remotely interesting when it's put together. I don't know if you guys will find this entertaining, but I'm glad I recorded this, because it's going to be nice for me to look back on, if nothing else. That's really cool. As ever, guys, until next time, do take care, and here's hoping you have a good week. Bye bye.